Thierry, we haven't heard your thoughts yet on the game. What do you think?
Exactly what we talked about happened. We said it's going to be goals. We said those two teams cannot defend properly. We said that City cannot finish a game well. It happened. I've seen that from City all season. I've seen from Madrid also being exposed at times. I've seen City being exposed. We knew Mbappe was going to score. We knew Haaland was going to score like they always do. But at the end of the very day, I said at halftime, can City finish the game well?
Well, as a coach, why are they not finishing the game
well? I don't actually know. That's what you need to ask Pep Guardiola, because it's something that has been coming back and back and back. Arsenal, Brentford, Feyenoord. I mean, tonight, this is why, I mean, it's not, you don't have to be a genius to say, can City finish the game well? Because it's been happening against any team at any level. Is
it obvious to see it, though, Thierry, in that, I mean, it can only either be a physical thing or a mental thing? I mean, physically, they just cannot play for 90 minutes now, this team. They haven't got the legs in the team, really, from minute 1 to minute 90, but it really shows itself up once you get into the latter stages of a game.
Yeah, especially against a team of that caliber. What I'm trying to say, and we've all been in that situation, when you're not well physically, it looks like it, then suddenly the decision-making becomes very different, as we saw in some, you know, goalkeeper comes out when shouldn't come out. Recall we should attack that ball, he doesn't. Vinicius Junior is more rapid onto it.
When you say physically not well, though, what do you mean by that? Because you played a lot of games. You played, what, 60 games? The most I ever played was 51 games in a season. You probably played 60, yourself a bit more. When you say physically not well, what do you mean by that?
That's what they've been showing. They're not finishing game well. So you have to also say that this team has been playing solid football for a very long time. It's not like it's 1 year. They won the league 4 years in a row. Okay, not all the players were there winning the league 4 years in a row. But when you go to the national team, you come back, you play in the league, you play in this, you play in that. At one point, you know, it's gonna maybe show that you're not there. If you're not there physically, then mentally also it won't help, or also mentally, physically, you cannot perform. I just thought that can City finish the game well, because I've seen it so many times, and it does happen, and they need to find a way, obviously, to be good, because I thought they were solid for a very long time. Yes, Real Madrid could have scored. They could have scored more also. I thought they were solid. They looked good, but can they maintain that for 90 minutes against a team like that? And they couldn't.
So I heard that the goal came from Jude Bellingham, supposed to be a friend of the show, friend of yours.
So
do a goal celebration. He could have done the Micah celebration.
No, it's a good job we didn't do the Micah tonight. But yeah, I mean, just what a player he is in terms of his work rate, getting into the box at the right time. He's just an all-round top talent, isn't he? But I'm gutted he did it against Man City.
We'll try and pick Micah's spirits up. It was Manchester City's first home Champions League defeat for 6.5 years. That one is going to take a minute to settle. We did see wins for Dortmund tonight, 3-0 against Sporting. First win under Niko Kovac in his second game in charge. Juventus beat PSV 2-1. Goal from Weston McKennie from the American in that one. PSG had won earlier in the night. We will bring you highlights into our studio in London. It is good to have you with us here on the Champions League post-match show. We've got so much for you. The usual breakdowns, highlights, interviews, analysis, all of that good stuff. And in the mixer, in a minute, everyone, we'll bring it back in the mixer.
Yes, in the mixer.
In the absence of table time, it's going to be in the mixer. So, Kate, Thierry, Jamie, Micah will be here with you for the next hour or so, but we're going to go straight out to Manchester, where Peter Schmeichel and Anita Jones were watching Manchester City get beaten 3-2 by Real Madrid. What do we make of it?
Yeah, well, Kate, it feels like a bit of a familiar story when it comes to Manchester City. We saw them collapse against PSG, losing 4-2 despite having the lead. It's happened yet again in the dying moments. We heard the guys talking about the role that Edison played in particular. Peter, I wanted to get your take on things.
Well, first and foremost, I think, you know, Man City lost control when John Stones went to the back four. And that's not to say anything bad about Kovacic, but John Stones was absolutely fantastic in this game. Controlled that midfield, binded the two, so the front players and the defenders. He was absolutely fantastic. And of course, injuries in this game plays a big part. I have to say that. But when we get to it, you can't, at this level, you can't make mistakes like most of the second goal for me that they concede. It's not brilliant. First of all, you know, that's a terrible kick. That is not the best kick in the world. Now, so many chances here to not concede the goal. This is such an acute angle. It's an easy thing for the goalkeeper there to come out, either catch a ball or get the ball saved for a corner kick, and he doesn't. It bounces straight back into the mixer where Brahim Diaz is. I mean, you see how many blue shirts there are. No one reacts. Kovacic doesn't react. I think that's what's it. We can argue this forever. Is that a goalkeeping mistake? I think that is a mistake there by Kovacic. That's Rico Lewis not clearing the ball. Is he supposed to come out there? Well, no. Sometimes you just don't know. Are you doing the right thing? If you don't come out, is he going to take it down? It's going to be an even harder situation. You make your decision now. He's making it. Yeah, nothing's happening here. And then that happens. Is it a mistake? It's not the best goalkeeping in the world, absolutely not. But I think as a team, they have to take collective responsibility. They can't just leave this at Ederson's door. I think, losing this game was unnecessary. I thought they played really well. We talked about Man City playing their best game for months, up until they didn't play their best game. And
maybe you jinxed them.
Me? Oh, come on, don't leave it. Don't get me. I was very impressed with the way they played right from the start, and then of course he had to make the changes, and I think that played a really, really big part in the rhythm, the way they played. And Real Madrid is Real Madrid. They always do this. We can't be surprised about this anymore. They've done it time and time again.
But Peter, I've got to cut you off because we've been getting strong looks from the Real Madrid press team outside the door, because we've had the likes of Jude, Bellingham and even Brahim Diaz waiting a few moments. So we're going to get them to join us. Brahim's here.
Come in.
Brahim, vente. See?
Come on.
Sorry.
Come on in.
Sorry.
Here, you get this mic.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Well, congratulations to come back to a place that you know very well. You didn't want to celebrate when you got that equaliser. Talk us through how you're feeling.
I feel very good because, of course, we are one step closer to what we want to be in the next round. I think job is not finished. Of course, it's a good result. And about my celebration, I've been here years, and I'm glad that I'm here, and they helped me a lot to improve and to be the person I am today. So I just say sorry to them. Of course, it's a goal, and after I think I make a little bit of celebration, but that's all I can say. Thank you for them because they made me the person I am today.
You're not that sorry because you're going into next week at home with that advantage. 2 minutes after coming off the bench, you got that equaliser. What was the message from Carlo?
Do what you can do, and that's all. Do what you can do, and then after defensively help the team. But he say be you and go inside, and that's what happens.
And just very quickly, in terms of the game plan, people have been talking about Manchester City looking frail and not being able to hold leads. Your teammates here actually
just see what I found,
Hey.
I'll bring it.
Both goal scorers.
You have to share this microphone.
Perfect.
Jude, you guys like
No, I hold it for you today. Okay, we hold together. No.
Jude, I was saying you guys like breaking hearts here. You got the third goal. What was the game plan from Carlo? Because I was just saying to Brahim that of late Manchester City have struggled to hold leads and they have looked weak defensively.
Yeah, I think it doesn't matter what kind of form they're in. The quality they have is unbelievable. No matter where you play them, it's so difficult. I think our game plan was to try and frustrate them without the ball, and then with the ball, use what we had of the ball as usefully as possible. I think we did that in the end, managed to take a few chances. I think we had a lot more, but we took the ones that we needed to and left with a win.
And then just in terms of going into this game, so much talk about, what was that look about?
Keeps looking at me like that.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but going into this game, there was so much talk about the key players you were missing in defence. Mm-hmm. How do you feel you overcame that today?
I think individuals just stepped up, if I'm being honest. We had 2 of the 4 defenders who were midfielders. Tchouaméni obviously doesn't play there. Fede doesn't play there. Furlan's obviously had the knock on his wrist, and Asensio's only been playing professional football for 4 or 5 months. I think it's a credit to their individual ability, really, how they played tonight. And they're a big part of why we won.
Someone in the studio wasn't very happy with you. You're on his turf here. You didn't show his celebration. Of course, talking about Micah.
I can't do his celebration on his turf. That's disrespectful, you know what I mean? Is that a love? Do you think so?
I don't know,
I think that's more disrespectful.
To him. He asked
maybe.
you to do it. Why did you do it?
It's wrong timing, you know.
Wrong timing.
If I score again, maybe. No.
Okay,
Come back.
are we going to see it at some point?
I hope so. If I score again, then yeah.
And just very quickly, ¿so lo hablas en español?
También.
Sí.
¿Sí?
Él habla muy bien.
¿Sí?
Sí.
You're getting better?
Sí.
Okay, all right,
Puedo.
nice to hear. He's getting better. He says, Ibrahim says that he
Hablas
talks
muy
to him
bien.
in
Sí,
Spanish.
sí. Con mi profesor.
Sí, ¿es verdad? Bien. Muy bien.
Okay,
muy
well,
bien.
thank you guys, goal
What a guy.
scorers. You take the advantage next week at the leg at home. See you, take care.
Muchas
Then
gracias.
we're getting told off there. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, take care. Peter's still here. Do you want a quick word with the guys in the studio? Micah, you heard that he felt bad about doing the celebration here.
I know.
They couldn't do the celebration today. Not a chance. No. Good.
Big man.
Okay,
Do you know
well,
what's
you'll
wrong
do it
with
that a
next
long
week
time ago?
when you're there, maybe.
On celebrations.
And he scored.
So but he didn't celebrate when he scored. But when Jude scored, he celebrated with him. What's that all about? No?
I don't know, maybe Micah's got a response for that.
No response, no. I'm feeling down in the dumps today. Leave me alone.
Micah, do you think Man City's got a chance next week on this result?
No, I think anything can happen in football. I thought Man City was a lot better today. I don't think Real Madrid, okay, they had a lot of chances, but they didn't wipe the floor with them. Man City had their chances as well. I think it'd be more even, and City have got to go for it. I mean...
You think it'd be more even in the Bernabeu?
I do, yeah.
Why?
Because City have got to go for it.
They went for it tonight.
They didn't go for it. They sat in a low block at times in that first half and then went forward at the right times. You're not saying that? You're just about to do analysis on it before.
Brilliant. Well, we'll hope to bring you more reaction from the coaches.
Me and him have had our first lovers tip.
We're hoping to get Pep in here, aren't we?
Yeah, and Carlo.
And Carlo. So see what they
Carlo.
have to say.
How do you say Carlo?
Carlo.
Carlo.
Hello.
Oh, wow. Lived in Spain, did we?
That's Italian, isn't
a
it?
Little bit. A little bit. Don't hate my car. All you have to do is tell me to give you some lessons and maybe you'll be lucky.
The Londoners back.
How do you say Carlo in Scouse?
Carlo.
Carlo.
Kate, we'll be back with you shortly when we've got more interviews.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good. We are going to go to a very short break. We'll be back with more. Welcome back. Well, City fans took a pop at Real Madrid and Vinicius Jr. tonight. Remember how Real Madrid boycotted the Ballon d'Or because they thought that Vinny should have won it, not Rodri. So this is Manchester City having a bit of a swipe at Real Madrid ahead of the game.
Well, it wasn't a bit of a... It's the fans, wasn't it? Come on, let's not make this
What
a
do you
bigger...
mean?
Come on.
So it's not a swipe. What is it then?
Well, no, it was a swipe, but it's a swipe from the fans. It's not a swipe from the club, is it?
It's absolutely
making out like it
ridiculous.
was
Why would you
official.
do that? I know I'm not laughing at a joke, right? What's your gain from that? Even if it's the fans.
It's a bit of banter with the fans. Come on.
Why? Why annoy people? Why wind someone up? Do it at the end of the game if you've beat them and knocked them out. Why are you getting involved in that?
Celebration priest again.
I am the celebration. Oh, don't start me on that today.
Louis Skelly.
Don't start on that, honestly. But that, I don't know what you get out of it. What you gain out of that?
It's a bit of fun between the fans.
But it's not funny tonight, is it? That'll be all over the Madrid press.
It is
just
for
got
Vinny
beat.
Jr. now. Last laugh. Whatever.
Oh, look at that. Go on, Vinny.
Vinny Jr. had the last laugh on this one. Player of the match. You know what? It hasn't necessarily been his best season so far, but that was a good game from him, Thierry.
Yeah, he does. He does usually in big games. He does do what he needs to do. Jamie, you seems animated on that one, huh?
What's
that
sorry?
bothered you?
I just don't like things. You know what? You know, if I was a Man City player... Okay, you know, if I was coming out and I was... Say Steven Gerrard had won the Ballon d'Or and we were coming out and we were playing Real Madrid and he'd beaten one of their players, that would annoy me. If I was a Liverpool player thinking... It's like a jinx.
Do you think you're easily riled, though?
No, it's just... No.
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
I mean, you make a habit of it, winding me up. But I don't like stuff like that. Why wind up some of the best players in the world, top level footballers? I know Madrid acted like babies not going there, but you act like the proper club. You know, everyone laughed at Real Madrid for not going to the Ballon d'Or, whether it was Vinicius Jr. or Ancelotti not picking up the Manager of the Year award. The whole team didn't go. That was embarrassing for a club like Real Madrid, just because they haven't won it one season. Someone else got the Ballon d'Or. So Man City don't resort to what they were doing. Have a bit of class.
You should be better than that.
It should be a big banner. Oh my God!
It's not that deep.
Well, it will be. Well, I'll tell you what. I bet you that is on the front pages of Marca Tomorrow, and it'll be. I'm telling
What do you know about Micah?
Micah and Ash, they're the two papers.
Okay.
Who told you that, TT?
No, I know. I'm aware of these things. I keep up with Spanish football.
Celebration.
Yeah, you asked him a long
Well,
time
he's not
ago.
going to do it tonight against my team,
But
is he?
Is he ever going to do
scored
it?
before, and he still didn't do it.
He forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many goals has he scored since we've had that?
Probably about
A
5.
lot. He still didn't do it.
He don't rate me, does he? He just pretends.
I think you can build bridges when we get.
What's wrong?
No, I lost my train of thought.
He said,
I lost my train of thought. Well, talk to me about this, because looking forward now, it's a 3-2 win for Real Madrid. It's an away win, yes, but away goals don't count the same as they used to, right, in this current
They're
format.
still in with a chance, aren't they?
So how open do you still
No,
consider it?
I mean, on tonight's performance, I mean, the way Man City leaking goals, you wouldn't go there feeling confident. But I think because they've got to score a goal, and there was parts of their game today I thought that was very good. I'm not going to lie. When Akanji went off, there was a different team. Obviously, Kovacic comes into midfield, Stone drops into centre-back. They just lost the rhythm a little bit. And we've not talked about Grealish as well. Grealish was playing really well until he went off. We don't know what's up with him. Hopefully he's all right. So
Should we make a bet
we can
about
only,
Manchester City
we can
going
only
through?
hope. What do you mean?
Should we make a bet?
Why do you want to bet? I don't want to bet. I don't bet.
Oh,
There's
okay.
no chance Man City.
Why are you making ridiculous statements like that? No chance.
I don't see any way Manchester City can go through.
Do you remember last time we made one of these statements, TT?
They've got to.
don't involve me in your battle.
They've got to beat Real Madrid in the Bernabeu by two goals. Have I got that right? Yeah. Yeah. So you think this Man City team who went to Arsenal and got beat 5-1, just been beat at home 3-2. Don't forget Real Madrid haven't got their own back four. They haven't even got their own two centre backs.
Anything can happen in football, Jamie. You know that. Did you think he was going to bring AC Milan when he won the Champions League? He was 3-0 down. No. Touché. That's the first time I've seen you quiet.
Hey, I'm not getting. If you want to talk about AC Milan 3, Liverpool 3, I'll speak about that all night. Don't worry about that. Man City got no chance of going through.
Oh.
Ooh.
TT, you want a casting vote?
Leave me alone.
No, come on, let's hear your thoughts.
No. That's their battle.
How open is the
them
time?
have
We're
their
not giving
battle.
Real Madrid enough credit,
The time
by
is
the
not
way.
that correct. The
They've
time
gone
is
to
not
Man
that
City.
open. I'm with Micah. Anything can happen in football. We've seen it before. He is the guy that can get told about it the most. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. You coming back against Milan in 45 minutes like that. I mean,
Real
just
Madrid
crazy.
have played their right winger at right back.
Yeah.
They've had a midfield player at centre back, a backup centre back as well, and they've gone to Man City and won 3-2. I mean, what they've done tonight is absolutely fantastic.
I agree with that. They've been very good.
Yeah.
I just don't see it personally, but anything can happen. I agree with Micah.
Well, maybe we'll find out on Sky next week what happens.
Oh.
Yep. So we got more still to come for you. 3 other games tonight in the playoffs. Brest against PSG, Sporting against Dortmund, Juventus against PSV. We're going to round up all of that action for you in just a minute.